This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to what is another National Hunt Racing video. Before we touch on the horse, I will just thank everybody for supporting the channel. Thank everybody for supporting the content. We're really gathering momentum now. We're getting back on the flat, heading towards the European Classics and the major national hunt festivals of the year. I'll give a quick shout out to one of my old sites, Rep CIC Racing 2020.great/site.net. Plenty of older horses still going around there, and some even are dams now of horses that we are hoping to follow in due course. Right, the horse we're going to take a look at today won a bumper at Ascot last Saturday. So this is quite a hot off the press one, only 2 or 3 days ago. And the reason it's quite hot off the press one, it's because it's quite an easy video for me to put together. The horse in question is the Harry Fry trained Anno Power, owned by Pat and Edward Dolan Abrahams, sired by Aphanesia. I don't know how that is pronounced. Sire Aphanesia, I'm going to say until proven otherwise. And the dam is Anno White. People will see there that she was second on her National Hunt flat debut, running to a mark of 101. And she didn't have to improve too much to get off the mark, up to 2 grades at Ascot, when she won by 2 3/4 lengths, running to a mark of 106. The reason why this video is so easy for us to put together is if people look at the horse Anno Power, this is why I never use this site really for National Hunt Racing if possible. They are telling us that the horse hasn't raced when it is in fact raced twice. You'll see there that she is dam line 7F. And dam line 7F is the Anna Paula line. People will see, if people look at Anno Power, Anna Paula is the 4th line of a 4th dam of this horse, where you'll see Anna Paula is there. As well as that, if people look at the dam Anno White, they will see that she is the dam of the 138 rated hurdler, Lecky Watson. Those watching our videos will know that Lecky Watson is already one of our horses for this year. So it's just a matter really of collating the information from the respective videos and then watching the race win, watching the horse win, and ending the video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stop this talking here. By the miracles of science, I will be back shortly from another video, back in time, with a look at the immediate pedigree of Lecky Watson. And in that video will also contain a card taking you to another video where I go further back in time, taking a look at a Godolphin horse that was related to the Derby winner Adiyar, who is also on this line. So I will end this section of the video now and be back shortly. Thank you very much. But it's a very, very well-bred horse, this Lecky Watson, without any shadow of a doubt, in my opinion. People will see there that this site can be tricky to use for National Hunt Racing because it's not a National Hunt site. I don't think it is. You know, it's hard to say. So we'll have to use the controlled outlets a lot more, like the Racing Post, I think, when looking at jump sources, because there's not guarantee that all the races they've won will come up on this site, because I've seen it happen to me before. But the important information we'll see there is the 2018 gelding by Valiran, out of a dam called Anno White, and it is family 7F. I mean, I knew we were in business with this one when I saw the 4th dam of it, Anna Paula. And I also knew that this would be a relatively quick video to make because we wouldn't even have to look at the back pedigree of the horse. Because if people look at the horse that won the, what Derby is it now? 2021 Derby, I'm going to say. Now I was right. Adiyar, who is just off to stud, I think, somewhere in Japan. I think that and Westover heading to Japan. You'll see there that Anno Power is also the 5th dam of Adiyar, the Derby winner of 2021. So we can just look through our video that we did on military order, the brother to what's it called, Adiyar, yeah, and we can just link this video in, which I will do at this point here. I will put a card up to the top, link into the video about military order, and then people can just right-click on that link. It'll open up in another tab. It won't open. They can, unless don't set your videos to play automatically ever on YouTube. And then you will set them in. That will just be waiting for you for the end of this video. That is what I would advise you to do now. The card will be up there about now. Because then people will see the back pedigree of this line 7F when we did the military order video. They might have to sit through me trying to persuade everybody that military order was a good horse before it proved that it wasn't. I think they might have even gelded it now. But we're not here to talk about those two. We're here to talk about Lecky Watson. So 7F, as we said, we'll see there a little bit on the historical line. You'll see that we're really quite near the top of it. Got horses like, there's Anno Power. Anno Power, who we're going to look at in a moment. You'll see that she is a classic winning mare herself on the flat. I must keep remembering to say on the flat this time. And also we've got Anamonda, is not in the pedigree of this horse. You'll see there that it's a German pedigree that has done quite well as well, an Italian pedigree as well. And we'll come to the modern day with 2021 UK Derby winner. People are going to take a look now probably at we can look at the first 3 dams, then we'll get to Anno Power, who's the 4th dam, and then we'll look at some relatives of the horse, and then we'll watch it win. Anno White is the dam of the horse, Lecky Watson. She only raced once. She was actually pulled up on that start, foaled in 2010 by Stowaway. The 2nd dam, Anno Monday, foaled in 2000, sired by Red Ransom. She was actually placed in 4 of 6 starts. A Darley horse, raced in France and Ireland, but again, we're not at the black type stage at the moment. The 3rd dam of the horse is Anno Luce, and this is where things start to get quite interesting with the dams. Foaled in 1993, sired by Old Vic. What a stallion that was. By Anno Power, the Classics winner. What a horse. There's no surprise really that it won 3 of 13 starts. In the first 3, 7 of 13, winning £195,500 Deutschmarks and also £13,000. You see there, Anno Luce was first 3 in the Group 3 Deutsche Stutenpreis. Also 3rd in the German Oaks of 1996. And at 4, it won the listed Aphrodite Stakes at Newmarket as well. So it's a very good horse. You'll see there, Dam of the Great Anno Power. So there is the first clue where we're heading with this horse, Anno Luce. And like we said, the 4th dam was Anno Power herself. Foaled in 1978, sired by Prince Epi, out of Antwerpen, winner 5 of her 8 starts. In the first 2, 6 out of 8, and winner of 455,000 Deutschmarks. Winner of the Group 2, Chrysler Winter Favoriton of 1980, the Race Alshigara took out this year. And at 3, it won the German Oaks, the Ludwig Goebbels. I wonder if, every time I see that, I always wonder if he's related to Goebbels. I think that's only natural. A Group 1, a Group 2, and a Group 3 winner at 3. Champion 2-year-old in Germany in 1980, and the champion 3-year-old filly in Germany in 1981. She's the 5th dam of this horse, Lecky Watson. So what we've got, I think we've proved, is a good, solid middle distance pedigree here, which with a bit of national hunt form thrown in. Excuse me. Lucky Watson, you see, it was a good bumper horse. He ran to 134. Only rated 119. The hurdles win that he just had, so it was a bit egg and spoony. We'd like to see him above 140, really. But he should be able to reach that comfortably. He only needs to improve his bumper form by 6, and then he's there. It's just a matter of them getting him in the right race. He must have beat a few trees that day in that egg and spoon race at Thurles, unfortunately. It'd been rated a lot higher, wouldn't it? So that's the pedigree that we've looked at. I found other horses that I found that were quite closely related to it. Other jumps horses and flat horses we're going to take a look at now. I found this horse here, Giant of a Man. That is out of Anno Monday, second dam. So the dam is that was out of Stowaway. This one is as well. So the dam is a full sister to this. Grade 2 hurdle winner. People will see that it won the Grade 2 novice hurdle of 2014. It won the Michael Purcell Memorial Novices Hurdle of 2014 when it ran to its best hurdle mark of 140. Another one similar. Had to run in bumpers. They even tried it in the 3-mile race at Aintree in 2014. Quite a lightly raced horse as well. It was 21st in the big handicap hurdle when last seen in 2017. Don't quite know what's happened to the horse, but it was a Grade 2 winner in its day, and it's a full sister to the dam of Lucky Watson. And then we've obviously touched on the great, legendary Annie Power. Only out of the first 2 when she fell at the Cheltenham Festival in 1 of her 17 starts, and she still just goes to show what peanuts they race for in National Hunt racing. Despite winning 17 races, Annie Power won nowhere near £1 million for connections. There's another reason why you should ignore National Hunt racing, if you go to. They're not racing for anything. These people that there's people that will kid people to follow National Hunt horses all the year round. They'll offer a telegram service. They'll take all your money. They'll offer. It's National Hunt racing is what it is. It's something. If you enjoy it, get involved with it. I know people that say National Hunt racing is very cruel. They can watch flat racing, but this is a little bit too much for them. You'll see there that Annie Power won virtually every single race that she was entered in, apart from when she fell. When I had the winner that day, Glenn's Melody, lovely, in the 2015 Mares Hurdle at Cheltenham. She won. How many Cheltenham festivals did she win at? She won at the 2014 Cheltenham Festival. No, she didn't. She lost in the World Hurdle as well to more of that in 2014. 2015, she fell. At 2016, she finally won her only Cheltenham Festival race when she beat My Tent or Yours to win the 2016 Cheltenham Hurdle, Champion Hurdle, before doubling up with the Aintree win. Again, only just under £100,000 for a Grade 1 race at Aintree. Absolute peanuts. And that was only 7 years ago. They're very disappointing, the prize money is for National Hunt racing. Really is. So there's Annie Power. That's rated. That's out of Anno Luce, who's the third dam of Lucky Watson. So the second dam is related to Annie Power. I don't think Annie Power was by Stowaway, was she? No, she was by Scirocco. I found a flat horse also related to it as well, Anno Luce. It's by Monson. Air Trooper. Won 2 out of 2 starts, won €44,000, listed winner of the Prix de l'Avre. Only raced twice, don't know what happened to it really. Just seemed to have disappeared off the face of the earth, as many geldings do. No one really knows what happens to them. Definite murky side of horse racing. Our horse can race twice, win twice, and then just disappear off the face of the earth, like this one seems to have done. But it's a good horse, won 2 out of 2 starts, and was a gelding foaled by Manson out of Anno Luce. Lady Pimpernel is an interesting one. Anno Luce is the second dam of this one. We're down now to Angelino. A horse called Angelino foaled this one. Lady Pimpernel won 5 out of 19 starts, but it was quite consistent in the first 3 of 14 of 19 starts, for somehow not even winning over 50,000 UK dollars, despite all of that. It won 36,000 American dollars as well. It won the Group 3 Robert J. Frankel Stakes at 4 in America, and it also won at 4 the Upavon Filly Stakes at Salisbury at 4. And at 5, it was second. There's no a Group 2 race there, sorry. Third in the Yellow Ribbon Handicap in America, when trained by Carla Gaines. It was formerly trained by Henry Candy. They actually bred a few nice horses, including this one here that I've seen. A few controlled outlets big up. Shuwari, that I've not really looked at before, but yeah, it's never been out the first 2 in its life. You know, it's won 2. It's £158,000 as a 2-year-old last year by New Bay, which of course is a decent enough stallion without any shadow of a doubt. Gets you back to Bohemian. So this could be an interesting horse and on the maybe list after this, really. He's quite a well-bred horse, Shuwari. You see that won the Star Stakes at Sandown. Yeah, it's definitely fits the profile, doesn't it? Second in the Fillies Mile and in the Rockfell. So this has a chance of Classic Watch next season if it wins the trial, this 2-year-old. So really, this video really is buy, identify 1, get 3. Such are the powers of my video. It's fantastic to find that one. So we'll put that on a maybe list when we finish recording. Next one we found was Anno Power herself. I don't know why that tab is still open. It shouldn't be. Annus Mirabilis is an interesting one on the flat. You see there a horse called Anna Petrovna is out of Anna Paula. That won 9 out of 30 starts, but again quite consistent in the first 3 in 21 of 30 starts, and this one cleared $1 million. Annus Mirabilis. At 2, it won the Somerville Tattersall Stakes, a listed race, and was second in the Racing Post Trophy. At 3rd, it won another listed race, the Doonside Cup at Ayr. It was 3rd in the Irish Derby, classic placed, 2nd in the Prix Jean Prat, when it was raced over a lot further than it is now. It was also 2nd in the Dante and 3rd in the Juddmonte International. Very solid campaign there. At 4, it actually won a Japanese Group 2 race. I mean, they don't campaign horses like that anymore, do they? It won the Manichi Okan at Group 2 at Tokyo, and it also won the Group 3 Winter Hill Stakes. And it was also 2nd in the Hardwick, 3rd in the Tattersall's Gold Cup and the Prince of Wales Stakes. At 5, it won another Winter Hill Stakes and was 3rd in the QE2 Cup at Hong Kong. And at 6, it went back for more, winning 3 Winter Hill Stakes at Windsor. It also went to Nadal Shiba there, won the Dubai Duty Free. 2nd in an Italian Group 1, 3rd in another Japanese Group 2, and 4th in the McKinnon. I mean, what a life this horse had. Absolutely fantastic globe-trotting horse there. I mean, very solid horse. Doesn't say it went to stud or anything though, does it? But you would think that was a very nice horse, without any shadow of a doubt, and that's how the 4th dam is related to this. If the 4th dam is out of warning of Lecky Watson, it's a full sister. And I think it is out of Red Ransom. So it isn't. I like a nice horse, Annus Mirabilis, very good form. Others that I found this horse here, Anna Comenina. It never made its mark at pattern level, and it had to carry a young apprentice Freemason round called Jason Weaver, who now is one of the controlled panellists on the Masonic ITV racing that they show us every weekend. So it goes to show how well connected this Freemason has been, doesn't it, Weaver? He's riding the Shakes horses as an apprentice. You know, he's always been destined for some sort of role in horse racing. And what that is the dam of Sadler's Wings. Sadler's Wings is a very useful horse, 157 rated hurdler. It was a listed winner on the flat, rated 108. It won the listed Ballyroan Stakes at Leopardstown on the flat in 2001. But it was as a hurdler, it did quite well. You know, it was a 6th behind Fundamentalist in the 2004 Sun Alliance Novice Hurdle. It won the Group 2 Glenview Studs Festival Novices Hurdle at Fairy House. That's the Easter Festival, I think, where they have the Irishman National. It won that by 3 1/4 lengths in 2004. It then won the 2008 Champion Hurdle at the Punchestown Festival of 2004, the Champion Novice Hurdle, really, where it only ran to a mark of 135. I don't think they would be doing that now. It went to 143 and 146 at Cheltenham. And then it ran to its best form when 7 lengths behind Brave Inca after a 609-day break in the 2006 Irish Champion Hurdle. Very interesting horse. Very good dual-purpose horse. 157 rated hurdler. Won 4 of his 7 hurdles. So a prolific strike rate there as well. I also found this horse, Abian. It was placed in half of his runs, 5 of 10, but it only won 1. It was placed in the Group 2 Prix de Royaume in France, and it was also placed in the listed Coupe de France European Delavage, at Deauville. Interesting horse as well. Anna Comnena is also the dam of this one, and has done well in the paddocks because she's got her own little line going here. Look. El Yardi is out of Abian. That was a 137 rated hurdler and 100 on the flat. It never won a stakes race in 3 races on the flat, unfortunately. But over hurdles, it did okay. You'll see there it won a handicap hurdle there where it ran to its best mark, according to them, of 137. But it was 3rd in a listed mare's hurdle there, behind Volodya Vedette, who was actually related to Shishkin. Going round now, and that was around 134 that day. It was listed placed. It was also 2nd in the Queen Alexandra Stakes at Royal Ascot behind Swinkeel in 2011. 6th behind Opinion Poll in the 2011 Lonsdale Cup. It was then placed in another listed hurdle at Punchestown in 2011, the Grabel Mares Hurdle. Mainly a flat horse, really. It was then campaigned on the flat again after that. They did try hurdling with it. It used to be trained by Mick Shannon. Had a spell in Dubai with Selva Atnam. Came back trained by John Quealy after that. Not a bad performer. Solid dual-purpose horse. Mare. And Yardi is the dam of Dew Cup. The same owners, trained by Ted Walsh. Yardi was a similar horse. It went chasing, 136, hurdles, 139. Didn't win on the flat, only rated 86 on the flat. This one actually started in National Hunt Bumpers. It was 4th behind McFabulous in the 2019 Aintree Bumper. It then was placed in a listed National Hunt Flat race in December of 2019 when it ran behind Utrecht. It then ran in a couple of maidens, I think, on the flat. Then it went hurdling. Placed in the Grade 2 2020 Celebration Hurdle, where it ran to its best mark, according to the Racing Post, of 139. But you'll see there, it was a fairly solid horse of around 130s on all of its runs. It was 4th behind Ballyadam in the 2020 Royal Bond Group 1 Novice Hurdle. It then was 5th behind Echoes in Rain in April, before heading back to the flat, really, not really doing much. 6th in handicap hurdle, 2021. It tried chasing before it was pulled up on its 2nd chase start and was lame behind Lieutenant Command after it ran to roughly the same mark. Didn't improve from hurdles to chases in 2 starts Dew Cup and hasn't raced since it went lame in November 2021. But again, you've got 140 rated pattern runner every now and again here, related to our Lecky Watson. Just padding it out a bit. It's not just all about Anno Power, this pedigree, and the Derby winner. It can throw other horses. Anna Oleander is an interesting one. She was in the first 2 of 3 of her 5 starts. Multiple black type producer on the flat, really. 2 of the best ones were actually quite good. Piping Rock, the horse always had problems, Unbeaten, won 3 of 3 starts, £40,000 on the flat. Group 3 winner. It won the Horace Hill when trained by Richard Hannon before being bought privately by Godolphin. But you'll see there, the horse always beset by difficulties, sadly. As a yearling, he was found to have a major gut problem and had to undergo a 6-hour operation in Newmarket. They then got the horse right. It won the Horace Hill for Richard Hannon, bought privately by Godolphin, and then sadly died of colic towards the end of that year on the 30th of December 2013. Unbeaten horse. Piping Rock. And there's also Ananerium, who was quite solid. She was in the first 3 of 11 of her 25 starts, just earning just over £200,000 on the track. You see there, she's won a few Group 3s. She won the Dick Paul Phillies Stakes, Group 3 at 2. She also won the Free Handicap, which was a listed race in those days. Thankfully, it isn't now. And she also won the Group 3 Supreme Stakes at 3. At 4, she won another Group 3, the Princess Elizabeth Stakes. And at 5, she won the listed Foundation Stakes at Goodwood. Kept her to her level nicely. She won several Group 3s and listed races. Foaled her first colt by Lope de Vega in 2022. So that will be going round next year. Racing Post never told us that. That's the trouble with the Racing Post. They only tell us foals when they've run. So there is an Ananerium. There'll be one this year as well. Might try them if we see them reach at a certain level.
They're off for this British EBF Mares Open National Hunt Flat Race. Moet at Upton is the first to kick on from Kootal Khan in the orange cap on the inside of Nala the Lioness, then Surrey Nemesis in 4th. On the inside, Rialto Liath in the blue and yellow checks, out wide Briary Butterfly from Hit for 60, blue with the pink crossbelts. The yellow sleeves of Roaring Home, got a bit warm before the race, is on the outside, and those yellow sleeves, black cap. The favourite Anno Power is locked away on the inside, yellow jacket restrained by Johnny Burke, and Lady Jago and Harry Skelton in red are the early back markers. Passing in front of the stands, circuit to go, and Moet at Upton by a couple of lengths to Nala the Lioness. Harry Cobden seeking a treble on the card. Kootal Khan is third on the inside, followed then by Nemesis and Rialto Liath, and then on the outside Briary Butterfly from Hit for 60. Anno Power still right round the inside of Roaring Home, and Lady Jago is disputing last place with Anno Power. Steady away as they now head downhill on the run towards Swinley Bottom. And it's Moet at Upton and Sam Twiston-Davis who leads the way. Nala the Lioness and Harry Cobden in second. Kootal Khan and Nico de Boinville in third. They're followed by Surrey Nemesis. On the outside in the red-white spots is Briary Butterfly. Just behind them is Rialto Liath and then Hit for 60. Roaring Home on the outside. Back on the inner and still restrained is Anno Power, taking quite a good hold. And Lady Jago is weighted with as well in the hands of Harry Skelton. Still running on down the hill, and soon they'll be racing inside the final mile and therefore passing the halfway stage. Moet at Upton from Nala the Lioness, Kootal Khan and Surrey Nemesis. They're followed by Rialto Liath on the inside, Briary Butterfly, Hit for 60. Just behind these, a length or so back to Roaring Home, Anno Power and Lady Jago. Heading right-handed and about to run uphill. It's been quite a steadily run race. Much could change in the closing stages over the final 6.5 furlongs here. And Moet at Upton on the inside of Nala the Lioness. They're followed by Kootal Khan and Surrey Nemesis and Briary Butterfly. Pulled wide now is Lady Jago, looking to get a little bit closer. Harry Skelton on the outside. Roaring Home just following Lady Jago on the outside. Briary Butterfly just inside Roaring Home. No move yet from Anno Power. Yellow jacket on the inside behind Rialto Liath. Briary Butterfly now being bumped along. Hit for 60 at the back of the pack. So heading on now towards the final 3.5 furlongs or so, just inside the half mile. And Moet and Upton has made all the running, shadowed in second by Nala the Lioness. On the inside, Cootel and Carr's always been about third. Lady Jago has made very eye-catching headway. The big mare in the red jacket, as they now turn to the final 2.5 furlongs. Moet Upton is kicked along. Nala the Lioness, Cootel and Khan, Lady Jago, big threat on the outside. They're followed through by Roaring Home. Anno Power now being brought towards the outside and being asked to quicken up. Got to find a bit, and still Moet Upton, Nala the Lioness and Harry Cobden chased by Lady Jago. Cootel and Khan, Roaring Home, and Anno Power is staying on very well late in the day inside the final furlong, and it's Nala the Lioness now reeled in by Anno Power, who's picked up impressively here under Johnny Burke. A very cool ride on quite a keen going mare, and Anno Power, she's got gears. Anno Power wins well from in second, Nala the Lioness, Cootel and Khan in third, fighting it out for fourth. Well, Roaring Home involved Rialta Lief and Lady Jago.
Well, yes, I'm sure you will all agree that that was a very good performance on the day at Ascot from Anno Power. Good to see her get off the mark. And rather like Lecky Watson, you'll see that Lecky Watson is running in 2.5 miles novice hurdles this year. The form of Lecky Watson, though, fifth in last year's Cheltenham Bumper, meant that I've not given up hope there's listed form over the International Hunt Sphere with this horse. So that is why I've chosen to do the video now. Let's see where the horse is entered before we end the video. No entries as such. But I did read the other day in the controlled outlets, so you can't really rely on them. But the trainer did say that they were maybe looking at the Mayor's Bumper with her at the Grand National Festival at Aintree. So who knows, she might turn up there. But you've seen her look at the pedigree now. You've seen her win. I'm going to end this video now. Thank you very much for watching. What I will do at the end is I will leave a playlist to all the National Hunt horses that we've got at the moment for you to watch, and I will also give everybody an opportunity who has watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to do so. But for now, I will leave this video here. Take care, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and goodbye.